Good morning, everyone. I am Maria Fernanda, and this is my presentation about materials to develop language learning. I'm going to start presenting this activity for the class materials design. What are materials are important to develop innovation and creativity, reaching the objectives proposed. In this part, we are going to, I'm going to explain the tips, or I'm going to give some tips about how to develop a good material for special students or for a class. The objectives of this activity are get new strategies to improve materials development, and that means to know new strategies that allow teachers to develop better materials. Number two, increase knowledge and methods in order to get more tools. In this part, we are going to know more about materials and how to develop them, and also how to create them. And three, learn more about the topic, obviously, because in this part, we're going to learn new things. For listening materials, we have to take into account 5 important tips, in my opinion. The first one is develop universal and local criteria. That means that if you get a main topic for all the activities, that will be easier for you to develop these materials. Number two, adapt material for a specified target learners. In this case, when you have a specific, it's very important to have into account that if you have a specific group of students that are a low level or have a special needs, this material will help you to detect and also to connect with that type of students. Number three is evaluate with effectiveness. The listening material allows teachers to evaluate with effectiveness because you can analyze the student during the developing of the material, and also help you to analyze in specific skills. And number four, constructive feedback. That means that you, as soon as you finish the activity, you can get a feedback doing it with all the group, or student by student. And number five, achieving considerable personal and professional development, because this increases not also the self-esteem of students, but also the personal development of the student, and that increases the motivation to do this type of activities. Now we have the speaking materials, the most difficult skill in Colombian education in a second language learning. And I also have 5. The number one is language acquisition. That means that in order you are going to develop a speaking materials, the student will increase every time they develop an activity, the language acquisition. That means that students could get better in every activity you develop. Number two, gain confidence and self-esteem. This is very important because students don't like to talk in class, to talk in front of the class, to talk to a partner. They don't like speaking materials. So in order you are developing this type of materials, this skill is going to increase and increase and increase, and also their self-esteem. Number three, materials development is very enjoyable because you can do whatever you want to do. For example, you can create the speaking material in the class according to their mood, or according to what they want to talk about, or according to a group decision. So this type of material is very enjoyable because students really like to, or really start to love the material. Number 4, critical thinking skills, because this type of material make the students think before talk. So that's very important in students. And also if you develop and speaking materials with questions about a specific topic, they have to analyze, and that's critical thinking. And number 5, encourage to work together collaboratively. So this means, and this is for me is the most important, because when you learn to laugh about yourself, you can or that allows you to interact with another person talking in another language. And that's all. And my conclusions are: getting new information is important to improve strategies. I mean, if you want to be a better teacher, you have to know more and more and more. That's very important for your professional life. And the second conclusion is: knowing the experience of other teachers increases your experience, your personal experience. So for me, that's also very important, because you can recognize yourself and also innovate immediately. And these are my references, the material given by the teacher. So that's all. Thank you so much.